Hi, my name is Megan, and this is Everything Lit. And today, I am bringing you my February TBR. You'll see in January, but I like to just stack my TBR full of things I'm excited about and then not read any of them. Vino, can you chill? So let's talk about the books I'm most likely to read and I really want to read, and I will probably get to some of them. And then I'm going to give you my dream TBR where I get to this other stack of books. So this first chunk of books is things I'm absolutely going to do my damnedest to get to. Let's start with the new releases, and I'll just pop them on the screen somewhere. I have them written down. So new releases that I want to get to this month. Radiant Sin by Katie Robert. This is a... Vino is going insane. Buddy. This is a romance, a dark romance. I don't think it's that dark, but it's definitely like an erotic romance about Greek mythology, and Katie Robert really twists Greek mythology and does whatever she wants with it. So it's set in this like metropolis called Olympus. There are these 7 posts that correspond to the Greek gods like Zeus and Hera and Demeter and Aphrodite and all of them. So it's not their actual name, it's like a post that they take up in this city. And I think that this one is exes, like enemies to lovers, and I think it has to do with Apollo and Cassandra. That might be one later in the series. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna read it and then I'll let you know. And that comes out February 7th. I already have it on pre-order. The other new release I want to get to is Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Roshani Chokshi. This, I believe, comes out on the 14th. I'm so excited. It's gothic, it's mythological, it's dark. That's all I need to know. Roshani Chokshi does amazing. Like, her writing is so lush, so I think it'll be really good. And then one other brand new book that I would like to get to, but I'm not sure about, is Out of Character, and I believe this is by Jenna Miller. I'm gonna put it on the screen, so if I'm wrong, oops. This is a fandom story about a girl who role plays online, and I think it's YA. Sounds cute, sounds new. So those are like my top 3 new releases. Can you see him over here? He is nuts. Now let's talk about the books that I have that I really want to get to. And I swear to God, this is the last time that Astrid Parker is going to be on this list. Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. This is a romance. It is like kind of, I think it's enemies to lovers, where Astrid Parker is renovating this house and the contractor, she doesn't get along with them, and sparks fly. And this is sapphic, so we love that. Vino, can you chill? Another book, last time it will be on this list, is The Hacienda by Isabel Cañas. This is a gothic horror story. I think it has a romance in there. This woman goes to live at this house and it's haunted. I've heard this is spooky. Since I bought this, I've heard nothing but good things. I'm gonna read it in February. I don't care if it's spooky. Anytime is spooky season if you want it to be. Another book that has been on my list forever is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. I didn't realize how long this came out in 2018. 2018. This has been on my list for like 5 years. I need to read it. I have to this month. Gotta do it. This is a sort of Rumpelstiltskin retelling, but it follows 3 women in this sort of grim, wintry world. I've heard it's very feminist. I've heard it's very good. So I finally need to read it. Naomi Novik is one of my favorite authors. So what have I been doing? I don't know. All right, now books that I haven't had on my list forever. No Parm, No Foul by Linda Riley. This is the second in a cozy mystery series, the first one being Up to No Gouda. This follows Carly and her little grilled cheese shop, and I'm assuming that another murder happens and she tries to solve it. The Stolen Book of Evelyn Aubrey by Serena Burdick. This is on my list as my Buzzwordathon book because stolen is a verb. So this takes place in 2 timelines, in 1898 and 2006. In 1898, Evelyn Aubrey marries a famous novelist who's working on his next book, and then something happens. And in 2006, the great-great-granddaughter of Evelyn Aubrey is unraveling like what happened with her great-great-grandparents, and why are people saying that Evelyn Aubrey didn't write the book that she did. Another book I would like to get to was recommended to me by a friend. He came over during work and was like, hey, you need to read this. It's called Falling by T.J. Newman. I've heard it is unputdownable. He read it in like one go, and the inside flap says, you just boarded a flight to New York. There are 143 other passengers on board. What you don't know is that 30 minutes before the flight, your pilot's family was kidnapped. For his family to live, everyone on your plane must die. The only way the family will survive is if the pilot follows his orders and crashes the plane. Enjoy the flight. So, sounds intense. I'm excited. And the other book that I desperately want to get to is The Memoirs of Cleopatra by Margaret George. This is a chunky boy, and this follows Cleopatra throughout her life, from childhood, when she takes the throne of Egypt, all the way to her death, I believe. I have a list of library books that will be coming in throughout February that I would really love to read. That's why I requested them. So the first is Lost in the Neverwoods by Aidan Thomas. This is a Peter Pan retelling. It's YA. I loved his first book. Have not picked up the second, even though it came out over a year ago. I'm getting it on audio to see if I like it. I'm not typically a fan of Peter Pan, and I've heard mixed reviews, so the library is going to help me out. Another book I'm getting from the library is In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. This is a thriller where I believe 5 friends are coming back together 10 years after high school, might be after college, and sort of recounting and reliving what happened in their college years and the murder that took place. I think one of them did it. Another cozy called A Murder for the Books. I don't remember who it's by. This is a cozy mystery involving, I believe, a library. Don't even know, I just requested it. It's a cozy. I'm in my cozy era. And then one other book I would like to get to is Loveless by Alice Oseman. I believe that this is about an asexual protagonist in high school, might be in college, and just living her life. I've heard really good things about it. I don't think I've read any book by Alice Oseman, but I have read Heartstopper, the first volume. So I'm excited to read her actual writing and see, compare it to the graphic novel. And then the bonus book. These are books that I would desperately love to get to, but I really doubt it. First one being Wonder Woman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo. This is about Wonder Woman, superhero tale, YA. Do I Know You by Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegeman Broca. This is a romance about a married couple that go on vacation and then pretend that they don't know each other and sort of get to reignite their passion and that flirtation of first love. The Wicked King by Holly Black. This is the sequel to The Cruel Prince. It involves Fae, and after the events of the first book, which I'm not going to spoil, things are wild, and the main character is kind of like a spy, and I have heard nothing but good things about this one in particular. The third one, I've heard mixed reviews, but I'm excited to read this one. And then brand new books I just bought I would like to get to. The Big Reveal by Jen Larson. This is about a plus-size girl who goes to a prestigious dance academy. I'm excited to follow her there, and this is YA. I would like to read Corinne by Rebecca Morrow. This is about a woman cast out of her church, and then I think someone from her past comes back into her life years later. Maybe it's a romance. Finally, I would love to get to If This Gets Out by Sophia Gonzalez and Cale Dietrich. This is about 2 boy band members who are falling in love, and how that works, how that happens on a public platform. So those are all the books that I would love to read in February. If you kept track, it's a lot. It's not gonna happen, but it's a good list to start with. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, you could subscribe to me, see how many of these I get to, but really, you can do whatever you want, and I'll see you next time.